She's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom.
You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Two. I'm not hearing anything.
I'm two.
Good morning from Huntsville, Alabama. It is the SWAC 2001 volleyball tournament, the quarterfinals here in the Elmore building on the campus of Alabama A&M University. I'm Michael Burns, joined with Ted Dixon. He's our analyst for today. And Ted, this is a really, really exciting situation here as we get to call the quarterfinals of the SWAC volleyball tournament.
We would like to thank it as a good job, Mike, for us to be here for the first match. The number 1 seed Jackson State Tigers are in the building against the upstart Texas Southern Tigers. Tigers against Tigers. We'll have several felines fighting it out today. We were impressed, though, by Coach Washington from Jackson State, having won 4 Southwestern Athletic Conference championships already. Her team is poised, along with some of the most outstanding players that they have, and now the national anthem.
We're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with the starting lineups right after this.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom.
You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
For all the ways you love to play, Academy Sports and Outdoors makes it easier than ever to get what you need and have fun out there. Get free shipping on your favorite brands at academy.com or get free curbside or in-store pickup at your Academy store.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
DIY means having the right tools, but at the Home Depot, that means more than hammers and saws. Search with images, that's a tool. Renting tools with a swipe, that's another one. Delivery's a tool. Same-day delivery, that's a power tool. This isn't just DIY. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
2021 SWAC volleyball tournament opening round here. The number 1 seed Jackson State will take on the number 8 seed Texas Southern University. Starting right here in Huntsville, Alabama. Here's the starting lineup for Texas Southern. A middle blocker, she's 5'11" freshman from San Antonio, Texas, number 1, Shanice Cook. Middle blocker from Houston, Texas, a 5'11" freshman, Catherine Bentoncourt. At the outside hitter, a 5'9" redshirt sophomore from Pearland, Texas, Thalia Cordero Moreno. A 5'6" redshirt junior, number 11, Arias Ramsey. Outside hitter is a 5'10" redshirt sophomore from San Bernardino, California, number 12, Danielle Lilly. Ariana Murray is the middle blocker. She's 6'1", a redshirt junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma. And our libero, or defensive specialist, is Caitlin Scoggins. She is a 5'9", redshirt sophomore from Pearland, Texas. She is the defensive specialist. The head coach for Texas Southern University is Gabrielle Floyd. She's assisted by Adriana Carson. Ted, let's take a look at that starting lineup for Jackson State. Jalen Whitten will get the start. She is a 5'9" junior outside hitter from Redondo Beach, California. Also starting for for Jackson State is Talia Gaines. She is a 6-foot junior from Daytona Beach, Florida. She's the middle blocker. Olivia Flanagan will start as an outside hitter. She is 5'11" freshman from Avondale, Arizona. Alexis Williams, the outside hitter. She's a 5'9" sophomore from Manville, Texas. Hadn't heard of that one, Ted. No. And Maria Bianche Brito is the middle blocker, 6'1" senior from Sorocaba, Brazil. And then also starting is Demacie Thompson. She is what the coach calls the quarterback of this Jackson State team. She's a 5'1" junior, a setter from Rio Grande, Puerto Rico. And then the libero is number 3. She is Tiffany Bryant, a 5'4" freshman from Grand Prairie, Texas. There's your starting lineups for both teams for today's first round. The number 1 seed, Jackson State, against the number 8 seed, Texas Southern.
For my first time ever doing color for a volleyball game, the one thing that strikes me about a team, Michael, is the size of Jackson State's team. I was probably the shortest person on the court. You said someone was 5'1". She looked taller than me.
That's one thing about these volleyball teams, Ted. When you get around them and you start noticing just how tall these young ladies are, it's like traveling with an NCAA Division I basketball team. But I think volleyball, you really see the discrepancy. You see your defensive specialists, you see your setters, and like you said, often they're 5'1", 5'2", 5'3". They're the ones that dig. But then the young ladies that play at that front line, 6'1", 6'2", and then when you're looking at some of the major colleges, 6'4s and 6'5s.
I worked with a woman that was 6'11" that played college volleyball.
6'11", wow.
Now what they're doing right now, Michael, and trying to get ready to play, everybody has some kind of hype that you do, right, from Little League on to professionals. So I'm listening to the Jackson State, who's on our left, and listening to Texas Southern, who's on our right. Jackson State has a different attitude than what Texas Southern does. Let's see if that ports over into the ball game.
We'll see how it translates. And the teams have so much personality off the court, and then when they get on the court, you see just the things just like we're seeing the ladies now, bumping, jumping at each other, slapping hands. They've all got their little routines they go through before the games. And then, Ted, you'll see, we're looking at them now. They're doing kid and play out there. And, Ted, you'll see during the course of a game, after a kill, they'll gather and they may have something they say, a cheer they make, a slogan they make. So it's really interesting watching that. Right now, the down official is making sure that she has the correct starters on the floor. And, Ted, something I was telling you earlier, we'll see that libero run in and out as necessary. That young lady can go out at any time on the court.
Now that happens between points.
Between points, of course, thank you. Between points. The other team members, when they substitute in, they will have to sub in through the down referee who is in front of the table.
So it's like checking in a basketball game. For those of you who don't know volleyball, but you are watching, we thank you so much for watching the Southwestern Athletic Conference Digital Network here live from TM Elmore Gymnasium on the campus of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University. Coach Washington is all business, Michael. Rose Washington, 4 SWAC championships to her credit, but today she's acting as if she doesn't have one. Texas Southern, interestingly enough, will serve first, and their serve formation is quite interesting.
And we're underway here in Huntsville. The SWAC 2021 volleyball tournament is underway. Attack by Texas Southern. Jackson State now on the return. Hitting it long for Jackson State is going to be Alexis Williams. So the first point of this tournament, Ted, goes to Texas Southern.
Now I've got to keep up with the statistics for today. Attacks, I always call volleyball the most violent sport.
Serving for Texas Southern is Arias Ramsey. Ooh. And a block, a failed block, but the call to kill that time by Jalen Witten. She's 5'9" junior from Redondo Beach, California.
And it is
we're
clear,
tied at 1.
It is clear you got to go to the beach locations to get volleyball student athletes.
Aletta Washington with the serve for Jackson State. Set, tip over, back set. Nice dig that time by Scoggins. Jackson back on the attack. Putting it back across for Texas Southern Marino. And then the kill that time coming from up front. That's going to be Jalen Witten again for Jackson State.
Texas Southern
serving Elena Washington.
Jackson State has 6 attacks versus 4 for Texas Southern.
Return, set. Coming back across now. Jackson State just getting it back for Jackson State is Washington. Nice play that time. And scoring is Ramsey. And Ted, that is considered an attack as I read what's going on with it, because she put it across with the intention of getting a point. It didn't have to be it's called a kill rather. She didn't have to spike it. It didn't have to be a lot to it. She just got it across the net with a scoring opportunity. 2-2 is the score.
Ooh.
And then coming back from Jackson State.
So now you got 2 failed blocks, so they're just going to give 1. 2 student athletes went for the block. Ariana Murray, 21, and Shanice Cook, number 1. But the block failed, point to Jackson State.
Jackson State up 3-2. Serving is Gaines. Low serve. Set. And kill that time. Let's credit that kill to Texas Southern's Ariana Murray.
And
6'1" junior from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Already Caitlin Scroggins, number 18, the libero, is already on the floor for Texas Southern, as is Jackson State.
We're tied at 3. And getting the ball across for Jackson State. Looks like that's going to be Washington. So credit her with that score. And we're at 4-3 is the lead now for Jackson State. We're in the first game of the match. Opening the quarterfinal round, rather, of the 2021 SWAC volleyball tournament. The kill that time coming from Texas Southern's Marino. She hits it hard, it goes out, and we are tied at 4 again. Substitutions into the ball game for, or rather into the volleyball match for the Tigers. Amber Johnson, she's a 5'8" redshirt freshman, outside hitter. Jackson State now on the return. And hitting it long is going to be Witten. And Texas Southern will take the 2-point lead, or rather the 1-point lead. It's 5-4.
You got to wonder if nerves are playing a role right now. This is the opening round of the tournament. When you win the regular season, there is added pressure on you to win the postseason as well.
Serve from Texas Southern. Jackson on the return and slamming that one down for the Tigers. It's going to be Williams. Checking in for Jackson State is Olivia Flanagan. Flanagan, first team All-SWAC, just named last night at the banquet, Ted. Williams with the serve. New setter in for Texas Southern is Flores. Long attack that time from Jackson State's Flanagan, who just came into the ball game. On the service for Jackson State, Williams.
He returned by Texas Southern's number 10, Moreno.
Okay.
Moreno. And then it goes out of bounds. Point to Jackson State. 6-6 is our score. Michael Burns will be back in a moment. We're handling some issues here at TML Moore Gymnasium. It's always great when you're the host and you can take care of everything as the host. Served by Texas Southern. Attack over the middle. Texas Southern will dig it. High attack to the other side. Jackson State's return. Here's a set. Defended well by Jackson State. Another, oh goodness. Number 6 for Jackson State, Marina Bianchi Brito. played a little touch, soft touch over the net. Jackson State now leads 7-6 and will serve. Serving for Jackson State, number 3, Bryant. Dig by 12. And a failed kill attempt by Betancourt. Jackson State blocks, goes up 8-6 and still serving. Bryant back behind the line. And Bryant serves it from way back. Set and attack. Dig. Set and attack. Ooh, good dig by 14, Jackson State. Whitten. Set. And a big hit by Texas Southern's number 10, Moreno. Texas Southern with the point, 8-7 is the score. Southwestern Athletic Conference Southwestern Athletic Conference volleyball tournament live from the basketball arena on the campus of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University in Huntsville. Service by Texas Southern's 4, Betancourt. Dig. Moreno. Kill attempt defended by Moreno. Set Jackson State. There was a call. And of course, I'm sorry, this is my first volleyball broadcast. A call was made that will give Texas Southern the point. 8-8 is our score. Texas Southern serving. Betancourt. And that will go long. Betancourt now being subbed by the libero, Scroggins. 9-8, Jackson State. Every time there is an end of play, a point will be awarded to one of the teams. Serving for Jackson State's Thompson. The quarterback on the floor, Coach Washington calls her. Set, Texas Southern. Nice job by number 8, Johnson. Redshirt freshman out of Pearland, Texas. Division I volleyball here on the campus of Alabama Agricultural and Mechanical University in Huntsville. 9-9 is our score. Texas Southern will serve. This is Ramsey. Attack. Jackson State has defended well. Nice dig. The attempt is long by 14, Whitten. Texas Southern gets the point. 10-9 is our score. Still in the first game here. The quarterfinal opening. Southwestern Athletic Conference 2021. That will be called an ace. Number 11, Ramsey. Ooh, great job back there serving. The formation the Texas Southern employs kind of hid the ball from the Jackson State defense. Jackson State tries to counter with a mishit by Williams. A service ace was Ramsey's last attempt. Good set. Better dig. Points awarded to Jackson State. The dig apparently did not get the ball before it hit the ground. Or, hit the floor. 12-10 is our score. Jackson State, the number 1 seed, up against the number 8 seed, Texas Southern. Here's a set. Jackson State wearing the white tops with the blue sleeves. Texas Southern wearing the all black with the silver letters. Good block. Another kill for Texas Southern. They now lead 13-10. Going back to serve now for Texas Southern, number 10, Lily. Number 12, Lily. That'll be a service ace as it goes off number 11. Williams failed attempt at a return. 14-10. Serving now, Jackson State again. I mean, for Texas Southern again, Lilly. Ooh, good block for Jackson State. And a block out of bounds. Texas Southern will get the point. 15-10 is the score.
Blocked out of bounds by State. We've got a timeout on the floor, Ted. Texas Southern 15-10 over the number 1 seed, Jackson State, the number 8 seed. We're going to take a timeout, Ted. We'll be right back with more SWAC action. This is SWAC Digital Network.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom.
You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Welcome back to the TM Elmore Health Science Complex. We're on the campus of Alabama A&M University quarterfinals of the 2021 SWAC volleyball tournament. Texas Southern leading Jackson State in this first game, 15-10. Texas Southern with the serve. Jackson State on the return, and putting that one down for the Tigers is Jalen Witten.
Witten, the right hitter now. They've switched positions on the court. That seems to be her sweet spot.
Serving for the Tigers, Talia Gaines. Gaines will hit it long for the Tigers, and Texas Southern picks up the point, 16-11 here in the first game.
Now we go to 25, right?
Go to 25, Ted.
Texas Southern looking good to be halfway there.
Texas Southern with the serve. Jackson State set. Nice kill, but the dig by Texas Southern. Long, a dig again, that time by Lilly. Putting it back across the net for the Tigers. We've got a pretty good rally going right here on this one. Reno. And putting it down for the Tigers. For the Tigers is going to be Marina Brito.
Ramsey
Brito, the senior from Brazil. And Jackson State cuts into that lead, 16-12, Texas Southern. Serving for the Tigers is Witten. Long serve, put down, and they're going to, this one is waved off. There's going to be a line violation.
Crossed the line, but she didn't. It looked clear from up here, it looked good.
So they're going to call a service violation, apparently.
But maybe it's where the ball is relative to the line and not your foot.
We have linesmen in volleyball. They have the flags in the corners, you see them. Serving for Texas Southern. Dig that time up by Scoggins. Put it up, their kill is blocked. Texas Southern will put it back across the net though. Fine block and return. Long though. Trying to put it down was Marino. It's too long. Point goes to Jackson State after that rally. Did 17-13. The Tigers over the Tigers.
The question to me would be, when you block, that's not counted as one of your hits because you only get 3 hits aside, right? But if you block it, you can take a 4th.
Yeah. Oh, and that one service ace for the Tigers of Jackson State that time.
That was close.
So they had that one to Alexis Williams. She has 27 on the year in conference. Now make that 28 as she gets that service ace across.
That was an outstanding block by number 16.
Gets her hands up there, stops that one right across top of the net, dumps it down. Give the point to Jackson State. And they've cut that lead to 2, 17-15 now, Texas Southern. Now we're going to stay right here for this timeout. Replay that time as we see. And that block and point comes from Brito, I'm sorry. That one looked like from Flanagan. Flanagan, first team All-SWAC also, and we'll go over that All-SWAC team on our next opportunity to it.
Of course, the player of the year from Florida A&M University, Dominique Washington, player of the year and newcomer of the year. That's the story I want to hear.
Graduate student coming in and making a difference in the season, in the team for Florida A&M. Florida A&M coming in and making noise, Ted.
Bro, they've got the libero of the year, Jessa Long, the setter of the year, Iram Ukar, and Pine Bluff got on the board with Holly Gomez as being the defender of the year.
Right. So that tells you something. This is a good team, this Florida A&M team. We'll see them later today, obviously. But they came in making noise, defeating some majors along the way.
Florida A&M had a win against a major, and another school in the conference did as well. But I don't think they're in the tournament, but I've got to check that record. That was my prediction, or what made my prediction be Florida A&M to win the tournament.
All right, we're back to action here. Serving for Jackson State is Williams. And that one doesn't get across the net. Give the point to Texas Southern. So the score here on the scoreboard in Elmore is 18-15 right now. And the Texas Southern with the serve. Coming back cross set. And blocked out of bounds, so the point will go to the Tigers of Jackson State.
The sound of the ball is what's impressive by the Jackson State student athletes.
Serving for Jackson State is Trinity Bryant. She gets it across. Set and count that one from the hands of Danielle Lilly. Texas Southern back to 19-16 now over Jackson State. We're still in the first game of this first match of the 2021 volleyball tournament. Actually, the 21 volleyball tournament. That time, credit that kill to Jackson State's Flanagan. Flanagan, the freshman of the year from Jackson State. Serving forward, Jackson State is Demacie Thompson. She's also first team SWAC.
The quarterback.
Long serve, set. Tipped over that time. Jackson State responds. And they'll tip it themselves. Coming from the back row, trying to attack that time. Going into the net, though, is going to be Marino. Credit there. Give that point to Jackson State. They trail by 1, 19-18.
41 attacks for Jackson State, 34 for Texas Southern. But Texas Southern leads.
Set from Flores. And there was a violation there on the Tigers of Texas Southern. Give that point to Jackson State. We're tied at 19 here in the first set.
Jackson State raises their hitting percentage. That should put them back in the game, and even though they're doing poorly right now, they're tied.
Thompson's serve goes into the net. And right just like that, Texas Southern goes back to the 2019 lead.
Jackson State's second service error to Texas Southern's 1. Texas Southern leads by 1.
Setting up to serve for Texas Southern is Arias Ramsey. Ramsey has 25 service aces in the conference schedule this year. Jackson on the return. And from way back is going to be Flanagan, but she's going to hit it long. Texas Southern now up 21-19.
Ramsey's been excellent back at service line today.
She puts it across. Set from Thompson. And they're going to say that one was in on the line, so credit that one to Jackson State. Looks like Flanagan. And coming in for Jackson State, Elena Washington will check in. She will serve for the Tigers of Jackson State. They trail by 1, 21-20. Float to the cross. Save that time by Thompson.
Oh,
she'll put it down, and the block from the hands of Murray. Texas Southern, 22-20 now over Jackson State.
21 with the block, and now number 12, Lily, will go back to the service line.
Number 8 against number 1, and number 8 right now with the best of it, 22-20. And now it's 22-21 as Lily puts it into the net. Still in the first set of the first match. Serving for Jackson is Gaines. Gaines across the net.
Ooh.
Oh, a long set that time. And Ted, you get a long set that time from Scoggins, and she gives it and feeds it to Brito, and Brito eats it.
She ate every last bit of it. There's a dent in the floor.
22-22, and we've got a timeout on the floor. And we're going to take a timeout. We'll be back with more quarterfinal action right here. You're listening to the SWAC Digital Network.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Building champions for life didn't just happen overnight. Since 1920, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC, has been in the forefront in leadership and excellence in all our athletic programs. There are very few major sports halls of fame that a SWAC athlete is not a member. Hall of Fame coaches who were stewards and mentors to these elite athletes. Our tradition, our distinction, our legacy. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Serving for Jackson State is Gaines. Return, a low set that time by Ramsey. Jackson returns. And that kill, that's going to be long. Texas Southern with the point. Serving for the Tigers of Texas Southern will be Scoggins. Scoggins.
Ooh.
Feeds it into the hands. Off the scoreboard, Ted, so that's counted as an on-court obstruction. You can play it off the scoreboard. If it's low enough to hit it, you can use it.
Wow, I'm waiting for somebody to ricochet one in.
That would be interesting. My question is it counted as a hit, though? But the point goes to Jackson State. We're tied at 23. Getting across for Texas Southern, Scoggins. Set from Thompson. Once again, off an obstruction up top. Texas Southern will return it. Thompson. Kill that time coming from Brito.
Brito is bad.
Jackson State takes the lead, 24-23. This is only their second lead in this first set, Ted.
Well, it might be the last one that they need.
And there's the service. As out, and Texas Southern will take the first set, 25-23. Jackson with the set. First set, 25-23, here in the quarterfinals of the 2021 SWAC Volleyball Tournament. We'll be back with the second set after this timeout. You're watching SWAC Digital Network.
Academy Sports and Outdoors is your Nike headquarters. We are proud to offer the best and newest Nike apparel, footwear, and sports equipment. From football to baseball, basketball to soccer, and everything in between, Academy is your place for Nike. For back to school and back to the field, head to toe, your home for Nike is Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula. and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
DIY means having the right tools, but at the Home Depot, that means more than hammers and saws. Search with images, that's a tool. Renting tools with a swipe, that's another one. Delivery's a tool. Same-day delivery, that's a power tool. This isn't just DIY. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Welcome back to the TM Elmore Health Science Complex on the campus of Alabama A&M University, the site of the 2021 SWAC Volleyball Tournament. First game of number 1 seed, Jackson State, taking on the number 8 seed, Texas Southern. Ted, that was a pretty good first set.
Interesting enough, Texas Southern came out being a number 8 seed. You're playing on the road, as everyone is today in this tournament. You want to make an impression early. You want to get your mojo working if you will. However, Jackson State came back at the end of the game, or the match rather, to win it. Didn't seem to do anything to Texas Southern psyche. They're playing for 5, best out of 5. Jackson State would like a sweep.
Jackson State has that 1 set lead now going into this second set.
It's best 3 out of 5, right? Or the first of 3.
It is first 3 wins. Jackson State is set to serve, and the honors go to Demacie Thompson, first team all SWAC. Coach Washington calls her coach on the floor. She's the one that will run things for this team when she's not around.
To be the shortest one on the team, probably the toughest too.
Oh, and that was going to hit the net and get across the tape. Count that
so
point.
The ball can hit the net and then go over, and you can get a point.
Yep.
And you only get 1 chance to serve. It's not like tennis. You get to do it over.
So Jackson State with the 1-point lead now here in this second set. They lead 1-0. This one gets across cleanly. Ramsey with the set. Rear attack. Jackson State now. Backline attack going back out to Ramsey. Ramsey will get across and dropping it in for Texas Southern is Shanice Cook. Cook, well, the leader on this Texas Southern team in blocks. Keep an eye on her, Ted. She's got 51 on the season.
She looks like she could do it. Tall, lean, and can sky.
Okay, and this serve will not count as there was a timeout on the floor. Little equipment adjustment over here on the Jackson State side, so she gets to serve it again. Does Ramsey. She'll get it back across. Thompson with the set. And hitting it out for Jackson State is going to be Williams. Point goes over to Texas Southern. They lead 2-1.
Ramsey's been a killer back here on the service line.
Right on the line. Thompson with the set.
Ooh.
And a block that time. Another attack by Jackson State. Ramsey with the back set. A dig that time coming from the defensive specialist. And a block up front for Texas Southern is going to be Gaines.
Jackson State's Gaines 24, Witten 14 are formidable at that net. That's Jackson State's strength. If your ball comes across that net low, they will block it.
Washington calls her a solid blocker for this Jackson State team. We're tied at 2. Point is going to go across. As going across the net for Jackson State.
Almost looked to me as if Ramsey pulled it back over the net. Nevertheless, I'm not the official. Point to Texas Southern.
And we'll tell you who the officials are when we get a chance.
They may not want you to tell anybody.
This is a safe place. Jackson State saves it from going out of bounds. Texas Southern back on the attack. And blocking into it and scoring off that block will be Murray for Texas Southern. She hit it, drove it through the block. Falls on the Jackson State side of the net.
I don't know if they think about it in volleyball terms like this, but she made them eat the ball at the net.
Texas Southern up 4-2 on the service. Jackson State on the attack. Block at the line, return back across by Cook.
Ramsey.
Attack. Coming back the other way. Jackson will set it up. That time attacked by Williams. She has a tip, coming back the other way now. For Texas Southern was Marino. Again with Williams. Nothing happening there. Nice dig that time by Thompson. Williams again. Texas Southern just gets it across. Thompson will save it. Little dink. Ramsey with the save. This is quite a rally going on here between these two teams, Ted.
This is a minute-long rally.
Wow. Be interesting to see how many hits we have in this one. Ramsey with the set. And into the net that time is Marino. And finally, after Ted, I got to figure there were at least 20 hits in that rally. Jackson State scores the point. 4-3 is the score now. Texas Southern in the lead, but Jackson State with the serve.
Jackson State, the 143 hitting percentage. Texas Southern 196.
Gaines with the serve. Marino with the dig, coming back across. Marino tries to put it across and puts it into the net. Just a little too low on that one, Ted. Didn't look like she came off her feet.
The unforced error. There is a lot of timing involved in volleyball. Seems like her timing was just a little bit off. She didn't get her feet set and then couldn't make a good return.
Tied at 4 here in this second set. Jackson State up 1-0. Gaines with the serve. Ramsey with the set. That time, Shanice Cook feeds it to him. And Jackson State just had to eat it as they score for Texas Southern. Have to remember, we can't say just the Tigers score because we got 2 Tigers out there on the floor.
Cook is sub for, and I guess she's wore out from that last rally.
5-4, the lead for Texas Southern. Jackson State on the attack. Scoggins gets it to Thompson over on the Jackson State side. Williams with the attack. Coming back the other way. Nice playback by Murray. Again, and this time it's going to go out of Ramsey. Couldn't dig that one. It'll go out of bounds, and Brito with the score for Jackson State. And we're tied at 5.
That ball almost made it up here to us, Michael, as we see the other student athletes making their way for the next game already.
Ramsey with the set, coming from the outside. Over there was Murray. Jackson State on the return. Hitting it long, though, is going to be Brito. Brito is saying it was touched at the line. And they are going to agree. Give that point to Jackson State. There was a block attempt that was tipped by one of the players. So Jackson State with the point. And I'm not really sure where Marino was going with that. It was in one of those positions, Ted, you couldn't get under it, and she couldn't hit it up.
You got to go through the front door.
7-5, Jackson State with the lead now. There's a timeout on the floor. And we're going to take a break. You're watching SWAC Digital Network.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh,
Mom, you're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega! Academy Sports and Outdoors is your Nike headquarters. we are proud to offer the best and newest Nike apparel, footwear, and sports equipment. From football to baseball, basketball to soccer, and everything in between, Academy is your place for Nike. For back to school and back to the field, head to toe, your home for Nike is Academy Sports and Outdoors.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Seven to 5. Jackson State leads the Tigers of Texas Southern here in the second set of this quarterfinal action. Number 1 seed Jackson State against the number 8 seed Texas Southern. Hitting it long. Texas Southern that time. Point goes to Jackson State. They push their lead up to 3 now, 8-5.
The cream always rises to the top. Now Jackson State looks like they've gotten their feet up under them. They're starting to perform like the regular season champion.
Got a little momentum behind them, and that time another unforced error, Ted, as you said. Marino just can't get that ball back across. Substitution now as she will come out of the game, and Caitlin Rowland will check in for Texas Southern from Birmingham, Alabama. Lawson State Community College transfer for Texas Southern. Made her way out to Houston. Ramsey with the set. Nice attack that time by Bentecourt. It's returned, though, by Jackson State. Getting it across is Thompson. Ramsey again, front set. Dig coming out from Washington. And count the basket. And boy, did I regress right there.
You supposed to. This is your home with it.
Count the point by Jackson State. They're up 10-5. Excuse me, folks. I'm still feeling basketball.
Jackson State now leads in that hitting percentage, 174 to 150.
Whitten gets it across the court for Jackson State. Returning at that time was Rowland for the Tigers. Coming back across, Ramsey. Opportunity over on the right-hand side, and it's going to be touched by a couple of Jackson State Tigers. Give the point to Texas Southern.
Elena Washington, for number 2 for Jackson State, just looked like at her teammates like, I really should not have tried to get that. But just you said, Moreno, earlier, sometimes the ball gets to you in no person's land.
Ted, sometimes it looks like it's like a shortstop when the ball just goes off the top of his glove right into the outfield. Serving for Texas Southern is Flores. Coming back across. Nice dig that time, but it'll go out of bounds. A dig that time coming from Texas Southern's Flores.
And she looks like she's got an injury, but she's going to walk it off.
So that point goes to Jackson State, and they are now up 11-6 here in the second set. They lead 1-0. Serving for Jackson State is Williams. She'll hit it long, though. Give the point to Texas Southern.
I'm looking at Flores, and she has tape on each of her fingers and the knuckles as well. She's got all these pads on. She really looks like, that's what it looks like to be a volleyball player. Let's get it.
Thompson right into the hands of Brito. It's blocked by Texas Southern back across the net. Coming back the other way now and out of bounds on the dig attempt. Bryant can't control it. Texas Southern with the point. 11-8, the lead now for Jackson State. Serving for the Tigers of Texas Southern is Rowland.
From Birmingham.
She hits it long. Williams with the return, though. I'm sorry, Ted.
No, you're good. Ooh.
Putting it down for Jackson State. Olivia Flanagan. And she put that down with some effort, Ted.
Ballet Flores might need to come out, Michael. She didn't look like she got in her volleyball stance to return that one or try to dig it.
Texas Southern a little shorthanded coming into this match. As Coach and I were going over the roster talking about players, she gave me 5 of them that didn't make the trip for various reasons. Return that time by Bentoncourt. Still going, one of those long rallies these two teams have been had several times in this game. This one into the net, and it'll be Texas Southern's point. 12-9. Jackson State with the lead. Texas Southern with the serve. Bentoncourt will have the honors.
You don't see many volleyball officials with glasses on because you need to see what's really going on.
She'll get that one there. Okay, we've got a stoppage in play.
Did they call a timeout to sub for her?
I guess so. There was supposed to have been a sub. The libero was trying to get in, looked like that.
And then Jackson State's got the serve, so they did win
Okay,
last
so
point,
there was
13-9.
something illegal on that play. Jackson State with the point, 13-9 now. I didn't see what the call was, so you have to forgive me. Roland digs it, goes backwards, but Texas Southern is able to get it back across the net. Jackson State with the attack, coming back the other way now. Texas Southern will hit it long, and the point will go to Jackson State, 14-9.
You know, it's like any sport. If you get the officials signaling together, then we'll know what's going on. Like if we know a legal procedure from football.
Well, you know, I've watched a lot of volleyball through the years, and I promise you, Ted, I'm still trying to pick up on some of these gang signs they're throwing out there.
Ooh.
And ooh comes from Danielle Lilly. And she puts one down for Texas Southern. 14-10 is the lead now. Jackson State back into the match for Texas Southern is Ramsey, and she'll go right back into the service position, Ted.
Will we have the same thing happen that we had in the first set, that the one that trailed most of the set comes back and wins?
Ramsey with the serve. Thompson right against the net. She'll have to put it across, and they're going to say she was into the net. Give that point to Texas Southern.
Oh, wow.
I picked up on that one. So Ramsey with the serve for Texas Southern. They trail 14-11. Thompson set, and that attempt is good by Jalen Witten. She puts it down for Jackson State. They're up 15-11 here in the second set.
What impresses me about some of the volleyball student athletes, Michael, is that they can hit the ball extremely hard, but it doesn't look like it. It's effortless. Their mechanics are just impeccable with it.
Long serve that time from Elena Washington. Point goes right back to Texas Southern. So they trade points, but Texas Southern is on the short end right now, so trading points doesn't help them a lot. They've got to get some stops. Serving for the for Texas Southern is Lilly. Thompson with the set. Attack coming from the right side from Witten. Texas Southern responds. Rolling that time.
Gaines and Witten couldn't stop that one.
No, Roland put something behind it, and Texas Southern creeps within 2, 15-13. Back at the service line is Lilly. Returned by Jackson State. Whoa, putting it down was Williams, but she gets hers is returned.
Ooh.
And that time, putting it down for the Tigers of Jackson State is Gaines.
You can tell Cook is a real blocker. She's got the accolades and well-deserved. She was intent that time that she misblocked that one, which is going to result in an error for her.
16-13, Jackson State. They're serving. Ramsey. Nice play by Ramsey, but they're going to say she was
over the net. On the other side, right? You can't go across on the other side.
There's that reach across we talked about. So Ramsey, I'll be honest, Ted, didn't look like she did that, but that's why we're here, and they're wearing blue and on the court. They're a lot closer to the court. 17-13, the lead for Jackson State. They've got to serve. Roland back across the net. Thompson sets. Woo! Putting it down is Williams, but it's going to be dug by Texas Southern. Another dig that time, but not able to get it across the net and save it was Murray.
Murray just wasn't ready for it. She thought it was going to be a higher set, and she couldn't adjust in time.
Scoggins did all she could just to keep that one off the floor. 18-13, the lead for Jackson State now. Second set. They lead 1-0. Kind of a soft serve that time. Ramsey, low set. Coming back the other way, though, Jackson State. They'll just get it across to keep it in play. Ramsey back set and putting it down for the Tigers of Texas Southern is Murray.
Murray gets a chance to redeem herself at the net and does so. But now the libero is going to go back and serve, this time 18, Scroggins, who is good at the line as well. One thing Texas Southern, I see why they're in the tournament, they serve well.
That's a deep serve. Thompson will set. Back across for Texas Southern. A little confusion there at the net. Back hit coming from Williams. Ramsey with the nice serve, off the save. Roland will put it back across. Jackson State will save that one. Scoggins sets. Rowland coming from the right side. It's going to be pulled up. Williams, that time, Ramsey can't do anything about that one.
No, she couldn't do a thing. Williams had it all in her sights. You're watching the replay and then waves that arm back to make a big hit right there on the wrist. Lots of power, no spin. Point Jackson State.
19-14, Jackson State with the lead. They're on the serve. Texas Southern, nice putback by Texas Southern.
Ooh.
This one's going to be down. The kill.
Williams is doing her thing over there on the outside hitter position.
We've got a timeout. Jackson State leads by 6, 20-14 here in this second set. We'll look at that replay. It's down, and we're going to take a timeout, Ted. We'll be back with more volleyball action on the SWAC Digital Network.
DIY means having the right tools, but at the Home Depot, that means more than hammers and saws. Search with images, that's a tool. Renting tools with a swipe, that's another one. Delivery's a tool. Same-day delivery, that's a power tool. This isn't just DIY. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
Academy Sports and Outdoors is your Nike headquarters. We are proud to offer the best and newest Nike apparel, footwear, and sports equipment. From football to baseball, basketball to soccer, and everything in between, Academy is your place for Nike. For back to school and back to the field, head to toe, your home for Nike is Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The site of the 2021 SWAC volleyball tournament is the Elmore Health Science Building on the campus of Alabama A&M University. Number 1 seed Jackson State taking on the number 8 seed Texas Southern. Jackson State with the lead and the serve, and putting it down for Texas Southern that time was a Benton court. Jackson State with the point. I'm sorry, Texas Southern with the point. 20-15 now, the lead for Jackson State. Serving for the Tigers of Texas Southern is Flores. Coming back across. Williams. Her hit is going to be long, and the point goes to Texas Southern.
These alignments, defensive alignments or return alignments for each team are interesting. Jackson State 3 on the back line with their front line and a single foul on the outside hitter position.
Flores with the serve. Thompson with the set for Jackson State. Williams with the kill for Jackson State.
And that is a lineup or formation to get Williams an opportunity on Michael to get a kill in.
That's all it is, Ted. It's like the T-ball. You just put it on the tee and let her swing. 21-16, the lead for Jackson State. Flores will set. Rowland puts it down the line, but it's going to be returned by the Tigers of Jackson State. Flores again with the set. Rowland punches across. Thompson with the set. And hitting it long for Jackson State that time. It's going to be Flanagan. Point and side out go to Texas Southern. 21-17, the lead for Jackson State. And that one's right into the net. Rowland, I think Rowland just had a mental moment right there, Ted, because as soon as she hit it, she put her hands in front of her face.
Those reactions to not being in proper position to serve or to return a ball are crucial.
Bryant with the serve for Jackson State.
And quite telling.
Benton court will feed it that time over to Lilly. Coming back the other way, Jackson State, a dig that time by Flores. Right side return. Thompson sets it, but a good block up front by Texas Southern. Williams will get a nice dig by Texas Southern and trying just to tip it across, but coming up short is Benton for Texas Southern. Point Jackson State.
Benton just trying to do too much. At one time, I guess someone might say you're just trying to be too cute. A little mustard on the hot dog. We just need it plain right there, then you would still be having the rally.
Texas Southern on the return. Cross-court return for Jackson State. Oh! They won't get that one back.
About to say, still in play.
They won't get that one back.
So if the obstacle at the top of the building still leaves the ball in play, then the stands don't?
I guess if you can go up in the stands and return it, Ted. 23-18, the lead for Jackson State. Texas Southern on the serve. Bittencourt with the return, or with the serve, rather. Thompson with the set for Jackson State. That ball is going to be tipped out of bounds at the block by Texas Southern. Jackson State point.
Jackson State on the verge here, as we like to say, of walking the dog, on the verge of winning the second set.
Set point. Thompson with the serve for Jackson State. Flores with the set. Backcourt attack by Texas Southern. Return by Jackson State. Rowland with the dig. Flores with the save. Rowland will just get it across the net. And the set is clinched by Jalen Witten that time. And Jackson State is up 2-0 after winning that one by the score of 25-18, Ted.
Now on the way out in this longer break, as you just talked about, Texas Southern's going to take it into the locker room. Jackson State's going to stay right here.
And we're going to take a timeout. 2-1. Jackson State leads Texas Southern. You're watching the SWAC Digital Network.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Your mom's been posting a lot since she got that phone at Cricut's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom.
You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
DIY means having the right tools, but at the Home Depot, that means more than hammers and saws. Search with images? That's a tool. Renting tools with a swipe? That's another one. Delivery's a tool. Same-day delivery? That's a power tool. This isn't just DIY. This is doing like never before. This is the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Building champions for life didn't just happen overnight. Since 1920, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC, has been in the forefront in leadership and excellence in all our athletic programs. There are very few major sports halls of fame that a SWAC athlete is not a member. Hall of Fame coaches who were stewards and mentors to these elite athletes. Our tradition, our distinction, our legacy. We are the SWAC, building champions for life. Building champions for life didn't just happen overnight. Since 1920, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC, has been in the forefront in leadership and excellence in all our athletic programs. There are very few major sports halls of fame that a SWAC athlete is not a member. Hall of Fame coaches who were stewards and mentors to these elite athletes. Our tradition, our distinction, our legacy. We are the SWAC, building champions for life.
Academy Sports and Outdoors is your Nike headquarters. We are proud to offer the best and newest Nike apparel, footwear, and sports equipment. From football to baseball, basketball to soccer, and everything in between, Academy is your place for Nike. For back to school and back to the field, head to toe, your home for Nike is Academy Sports and Outdoors.
The quarterfinals of the 2021 SWAC Volleyball Tournament. Elmore Building on the campus of Alabama A&M University. Jackson State, the #1 seed, taking on the #8 seed, Texas Southern University. Jackson State with the 2-0 lead right now going into this third set. I'm Michael Burns. Ted Dixie is here with me. We're bringing you the action all day long on the SWAC Digital Network. Our first opportunity to do so. We're enjoying it immensely. And it's actually been two pretty good matches, Ted. Two pretty good sets, rather.
Excellent work here. #1 and #8. It's Southwestern Athletic Conference Volleyball.
Thompson sets it, and killing it will be Gaines. Taylor Gaines will get the scoring started here in this third set for Jackson State. And serving for the Tigers of Jackson State will be Elena Washington. 5'5" junior will get it across the net. Ramsey, she's been doing a lot of work on that setting side for Texas Southern. Thompson will get it back into the hands of Washington, but it's going to be blocked out of bounds. And credit that kill to Washington. Jackson State's up 2-0.
Cook was trying to get help from Moreno, but they couldn't stop the onset.
And that's going to be a service ace for Jackson State. Give that one to Elena Washington, the 5'5" junior from Chino, California. Her second serve, Ramsey with the set. Just tipping it across. Jackson State was not able to recover. Count that basket, count that point for Texas Southern. 3-1 now, and they have a chance to score.
I'm wondering what dictates the return alignment for a team. Is it from watching film? Oh, she almost made a mistake on the serve. Now you have to change out.
And that would have been a point and loss of the possession. Texas Southern on the serve. Block up front by Rowland. Jackson State on the attack again. Washington will get it across the net. Flores, Bittencourt rather, with the set. Coming back the other way. Ramsey to Rowland. It's going to be tip blocked back across by Jackson State. Backcourt attack that time by Texas Southern. Jackson State responds. Rowland right into the hands of Bryant. And Jackson State that time. Jalen Witten will finish off that Ramsey for Jackson State.
So Thompson gets to work with Witten. Thompson doing the hard work, getting the set up there, and Witten, but it looked as if they had planned that when the volley went the last time. It comes this way, we're going to set it up.
4-1 the lead for Jackson State. Hitting it into the net for Texas Southern.
You've got to like the spirit of Texas Southern, but the polish of Jackson State is now showing up.
5-1 the lead for Jackson State. #1 seed in the conference going into the tournament. Jackson State on return. That's going to be Witten. She hits it long. And there's going to be a double hit here on the Texas Southern side.
There's a double hit, two people hitting at the same time, or they just hit more than one?
When the one same person hits that ball, they may hit it with the right hand and the second hand follows, or they don't hit it at the same time with both hands. I guess it's a simple way to put it.
There are more rules in volleyball than golf.
Yeah, you can't cheat in volleyball, though. And we're going to take a timeout. Jackson State's up 6-1 in the third set. This is the SWAC Digital Network.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
USA, this is Stephanie.
Hi, this is Robert. I'd like to get up to 30% off my auto insurance with Safe Pilot.
I can help you with that. What's your member number?
87.
It should be between 5 and 12 digits.
Busted. This is Super Bowl champion Rob Gronkowski. I'm not a member.
Mr. Gronkowski, USAA is for the military community and their families. That's what makes us special.
Oh, but I'm special.
USAA, it's still only for the military community.
Second set, Jackson State up 6-1. I'm sorry, third set, Jackson State up 6-1 and serving. Gains for the Tigers, gets it across to Texas Southern. Ramsey will save it from going across the net. Coming back the other way, though, with it is Jackson State. Witten has hers blocked at the attack. Thompson all the way across for the set. Williams has hers returned. And right off the hands of Gaines, Texas Southern will score. That time just a long hit. It probably would have gone out, Ted, but Gaines puts the hands up there off her hands.
Gaines is 6 feet tall, so
give the point to Texas Southern. They trail 6-2. And just like that, Witten takes it back.
Witten's a very good volleyball player. Just if you had to say who would be all conference nominees coming out of this first match, 14 Witten's got to be at the top of the list.
Rowland will get it back across. Thompson will set it for Jackson. Just getting across the net for the Miss Washington. Rowland, she'll hit it too long, though. Too hard. And the point goes to Jackson State.
Rowland's made a lot of errors in the game. She was not a starter. She's been a sub.
Spent a lot of time out there on the court, though, since she has come in. Set, right side. Marino.
A little confusion on the Jackson State defense on who is going to actually try to dig or set that last volley.
Substitutions for Texas Southern coming in are Ariana Murray, and going back to serve, just checking in, is Flores. Balanai Flores. Dallas Balanai Flores. Hitting it long and wide for Jackson State is going to be Brito. Point Texas Southern.
Flores is full of energy, passionate about every play that's made. Let's see how she does on her next serve.
8-4 the lead for Jackson State. They're on the return. Thompson. Dig that time, not being able to get it in play, though, for Texas Southern is Lily. Point Jackson State.
If you don't know about Brazil and their volleyball tradition, it is great. Brito has brought that to Jackson State.
Flores with the set. Rowland will have hers blocked right back. Rowland's spike comes right back at her, hits 3 players on the Texas Southern side, hits the floor. And the point goes to Jackson State. They're up 10-4. Third set. 2021 SWAC volleyball tournament. And getting the kill that time for Texas Southern, it's going to be Bentoncourt.
For 5'11", Bettencourt plays more like she's 6'2", 6'3".
10-5 the lead now for Jackson State. Texas Southern with the serve. Going way back, I think she's going to get a running start here, Ted. Going way back is Nia Ford, redshirt sophomore from Missouri City, Texas. She serves him back there.
Ooh.
Oh, nice attack that time by Lily. Very easily, she just could have put that back across the net to keep the rally going. Instead, she puts it away for the Tigers of Texas Southern.
The shame when you're the number 8 seed, if you lose the number 1 seed, some of your better student athletes, and clearly Lily is one of those who should be mentioned for all tournament as well.
Thompson with a good set that time. Coming across with the put away for Jackson State. It's going to be Flanagan. And they now move out to a 11-6 lead here in the third set. They lead the match 2-0 right now. Whoa, not able to get out of her tracks that time as Flores. Flores just slipped almost trying to get started going to that return. Unable to do so. Jackson State up 12-6.
It has 3 blocks to none on the ball game for this match.
Return, count that as a service ace for Trinity Bryant as Texas Southern is unable to return it. 13-6 now for Jackson State. Hitting it into the net will be Murray. Jackson State point. A little bit of a roll right here, Ted, for Jackson State.
Bryant with a nice sound on the ball when she serves. Ooh, and you can tell that one was going to be a successful kill attempt.
Lilly with the put away. Texas Southern picks up that point, 14-7 here in the third set. Michael Burns, Ted Dixie here with you from the Elmore Health Science Complex on the campus of Alabama A&M University. Number 1 seed, Jackson State. Number 8 seed, Texas Southern. Texas Southern on the attack, blocked at the point of attack, point Jackson State.
Gaines bad up on that front line, Mike. Middle hitter, she skied up for it, and she's good at putting her hands and keeping them on her side of the net, but giving herself enough room so when she lands, she doesn't tangle up in the net and award the point to her opponent. The
defensive specialist, Scoggins, goes in to replace Bentoncourt for Texas Southern. Blocked. Texas Southern resets. Now Jackson State's turn. Thompson, right off the top of the head of Gaines.
That looked like me at the church picnic, and I mean the ball hit me in the top of the head if you don't get set. And that's why you see volleyball teams rotate their positions. They try to be moving targets and then go to where the ball might go in an empty space.
So Ramsey will come back into the match for Texas Southern. She goes straight to the serving position. Hits it on the right side. Dig over there by Witten. Coming back the other way.
That does make it up here.
And Ted had a better chance of returning that one than Texas Southern did then. That one ended up here by us. 16-8, Jackson State. Serving for Jackson State is Washington. Ford will get it to Ramsey. And hitting it long for Texas Southern is Marino. Jackson State up 17-8. Timeout on the floor, Ted.
Texas Southern needs it, Mike, but they're going to have to regroup because Jackson State needing 8 points for the victory. Texas Southern just has 8.
17-8. Your score in the third set. We're going to take a timeout. You're watching the SWAC Digital Network.
Fuel your grind with Gatorade's proven formula and the right blend of electrolytes to help you on your journey to greatness.
Your mom's been hosting a lot since she got that phone at Crickett's mega sale.
Every day.
Here's a comment. We stan.
Oh, Mom. You're the cool mom.
The more phone, more fun mega sale.
Mega.
Building champions for life didn't just happen overnight. Since 1920, the Southwestern Athletic Conference, SWAC, has been in the forefront in leadership and excellence in all our
A&M University SWAC Volleyball Tournament action, 2021 championships going on. We're in the quarterfinals. Number 1 seed Jackson State and the number 8 seed Texas Southern. Jackson State is up 2-0, and they lead in this third set by the score of 17-8. Thompson will set, putting it down for for Jackson State is Jalen Witten with the kill.
Once again, you try to hit the ball where your opponent won't be. Your opponent's trying to rotate, and that's why the bad footwork comes into play on the return.
Washington with the serve. Coming back the other way, though, Texas Southern, there's going to be a violation on the play. That point will go to Texas Southern.
Michael, if I have to learn a lot about the rules of volleyball today, everyone is going to learn about the rules. Come back for the second match today, and I'll have some answers for what we were missing in the first one.
That one skips across the net. Jackson State with the service ace. I'm sorry, Texas Southern with the service ace. 18-10 the lead for Jackson State.
A serve can hit the net as long as it goes over and you're in good shape.
As long as it goes over.
There's Witten again.
Texas Southern backline attack that time from Texas Southern's Lilly. Jackson State responds. Dig by Lilly. Texas Southern will get it across. Jackson State on the return now.
Williams.
Williams will have it blocked out of bounds. Jackson State point. Williams kind of lined up for that one and took off.
Gaines at 6 feet. Williams at 5'9", but I thought Williams was taller.
Plays like 6'1". 19-10 the lead for Jackson State. They're on the serve. Ramsey with the set to Roland. Roland is going to hit it wide over to the right side. Point Jackson State.
I don't know if you can change your formation, and it may happen from match to match, but Roland seems to be better. She's on that outside hitter position or the outside back line. She might need to go the other side. I don't know if they make those kind of changes during a volleyball match.
Gaines with the serve for Jackson State. Ramsey that time, bad set, couldn't get it into such a place where Roland could return it. She actually hit it back on the other side of the net, but out of bounds. Roland couldn't get it across the net on the third hit.
That's like that ball going across the third base line in a baseball game.
So Jackson State point, 21-10. Into the net, but get it back across. It's Thompson for Jackson State. Ramsey that time. Jackson State, though, will dig it. They're going to say it hit the floor. So the up referee is going to say it hit the floor.
And Thompson's like, no, and she's even waving her hand like that ball didn't hit the floor.
I think the only hand waving that counts is the officials in this game.
Right.
21-11, Jackson State. Woo. And getting that point right back for Jackson State is Marina Brito. 22-11, the lead for Jackson State. Are they 3 points away from advancing to the semifinals? Witten with the service ace. Are they 2 points away from advancing to the semifinals?
Even in the service ace department, the set errors or service errors, 5 for Jackson State, 4 for Texas Southern. But that hitting percentage, Jackson State's almost double the hitting percentage of Texas Southern now. Oh.
Witten tosses it high, jumps high. Ramsey will play it off the obstruction. Texas Southern will return it. Williams off the scoreboard. Texas Southern keeps it in play. And that time Lilly just hit it a little bit too far to set up the Jackson State player who put it down. Brito with the put down. Match point now for Jackson State, 24-11. Third set.
Too slow and too low. That's a bad combination on return in volleyball.
Roland to Ramsey. Ramsey sets left side, right side rather.
Uh-oh.
Thompson now for Jackson State. Nice block by Bentoncourt.
Listen, Texas Southern has a couple student athletes that are definitely worth mentioning in all conference talk, all tournament team talk. Bentoncourt, of course, is one of them. I really like her tenacity on the court. Stack formation for Texas Southern on the serve.
Flory serves for Texas Southern. The dig came from Bryant, and they can't get it back across the net. The point goes to Jackson State, and with that, the match goes to Jackson State.
That's interesting at the end of a volleyball set or the match that they wave at each other, and it's not done in a taunting way. It's just almost like good luck, we'll see you next time.
Right, and it's part of the protocol, Ted. It used to be at a time when the teams, after the match, they would come to the net and shake hands under the net. They would slap five as they walk past each other. But because of the COVID protocols, they made adjustments. But we got to make an adjustment now because Jackson State will advance to the semifinals. The number 1 seed defeats the number 8 seed, Texas Southern, by the score of 3-0. And we're going to wrap it up here in this first match. We'll be back with the second match of the 2021 quarterfinals. Our next game will be Alabama State and Grambling State beginning at 1:30 right here on the SWAC Digital Network. Your final score, Jackson State 3, Texas Southern 0. This is the SWAC Digital Network.